Grand risings, dear family. Wagwan, Ola, Konnichiwa, and Shalom to every melanated man, woman, and child on this planet, BKA, all things which harbor the power of the universal soul, spirit of life, and more importantly, all things which bear the mark of the universal spirit's visible soul skin. I am just a man with a conviction, treading wisely. What is my conviction? How wisely? My firmly held belief and or firmly held opinion is that God will have his world, God will have his people moving God's speed forever. Soul speed, one belief, and one foundation. And wisely, as I have the knowledge of the soul's truth, experiencing it with the spirit's ways, as well as the good and balanced judgment of them both. And now, I desire to place my experience and knowledge within the ethos of your world in order to properly manifest the principles of my conviction into the minds, hearts, and actions of the people by any moral means necessary, using what could be known as Christ logic, or hyper logic, or balance logic. Check these words out. So, I'm posting these videos because I desire to pave or place or inspire or paint a blueprint or process or concept or idea in some kind of way, shape, form, or imagination as to how every man, melanated man, woman, and child on this planet can unite or would unite. No one is even trying or considering just focusing on that idea alone right there. No one is. Why? I just want to just say some things, you know what I mean, that may just kind of bring that about. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm doing here. That's all I'm doing here. I want out. Why don't you? This world ain't built for us. It's only built for us to suffer. Why don't you want out? Why don't you want out of it? I'm going to keep not even trying. I'm just going to keep doing it. Just going to keep doing this. I'm just going to keep doing it. Someday, somehow, I'll get something for what I'm saying here. And when I do, it'll be used for what I need to use it for. Time is ability to train and study. Why do I keep saying time is ability to train and study? Let me be more specific on that. There's 3 books that I want to get my style of thinking on and studied and mastered. 3 books. I already got one, Bible, of course. The other 2, Torah and the Quran. I want to get my intellect the way I desire to study and master things on those 3 books and those 3 books specifically. I need time, meaning freedom from disturbance. I need stability, meaning a foundation, a place or like of course, a house or my crib, a back. You know what I mean? Because I was going to do this anyways. The thing is, the enemy who we're really up against in this world, it had things just pop out of nowhere and snatch us all in the wrong direction. So why can't someone from God's team pop up out of nowhere and snatch us all in the right direction? Why can't that happen? That's what I had initially planned to do. Things just kept going south consistently. So I'm going to try it this way now. See how it goes. Just going to say some things. I'm going to speak more on my ideologies for the gangs, my arm strength. Just want to say some words out loud that may help pave a way or paint a road or set a path or clear some kind of dark passage or annihilate some kind of dark passage or overwhelmingly, aggressively incinerate darkness, entirely and utterly, overwhelmingly and aggressively terminate evil type of talking. I'm just going to see what I can do just by saying some stuff out loud. But this video is going to be for the gangsters. I meant to mention in my previous video what I wanted to do in order and how I was going to unite all the gangs on this planet. Let's be clear though. I'm gonna seed this before I go in it. I'm gonna seed this, or not seed it per se, but I'm going to let's say put some legs or put some strength onto this concept here. Never forget. Always remember, never forget. In my eyes, humanity is the literal power of God. In my eyes, humanity is the literal power of God. Now, I mean that in both. I mean that humanity is the power of God. That's what I mean. I mean that in both a literal sense or a metaphorical sense. I mean that in both an external sense or an internal sense, or internal sense and external sense. So I'm gonna keep them in order. So I mean humanity is the power of God in a literal sense, literal and metaphorical. I mean humanity is the power of God in a internal sense and external sense. I mean that humanity is the power of God in a logical sense and an emotional sense, or should I say a natural instinctive state of mind sense. A natural instinctive state of mind sense that humanity is the power of God. I mean it also in that category as well. Humanity is the literal power of God. I'm going to just say that before I go in. I'm going to just use that to put some legs on this concept that I'm getting ready to talk about as to how we can unite every gang and unite every melanated man, woman, and child on this planet, especially those who are in the gangs and or those who are imprisoned. Remember, this belief system pillar here, the gangster belief system pillar, it's all about the concept of, or the primary concept for this belief system pillar is prison shattering. It's imprisonment shattering. Like the whole concept of this belief system pillar that I'm trying to speak out into the world, or in other words, trying to share the idea, or that's all I got right now. I can only target the spirit. Let's not forget what spirit is, though. Spirit is a non-physical part of a person, which is the seat and or inner foundation for emotions and character, the soul. That's all I can target right now, is what your inner emotions and character and or what your inner natural instinctive state of mind and or your mental qualities distinctive to each and every one of you are foundationally understanding on within your comprehensive skills. That's all I can target for right now. But if this gets me anywhere, you bet your last bottom nickel it's going to be used for something amazing and astounding. So here, let's talk about some things I want to use it for. Now, remember, I just said those words before I go in. Humanity is the literal power of God, and I'm getting ready to talk about the gang. So here's what I'm getting ready to do. If this belief system works, or if this conviction of mine works, I am going to conquer every church and mosque on this continent. Yeah, all of you. If it works, I am a literal threat, but I am not at the same time. Isn't that something? Yeah. I am going to conquer every church and mosque on this North American continent here. All of you. Why? Because I'm going to rename them into something different. You know what I'm going to call them? If this works. So here's the thing. If you all, as meaning the black folks, because this is for you. I'm all for you. No matter what happens, I'm all for you, black folks. If you all come get me, this is what I'm going to lead you into doing. Conquering every church and mosque on this continent. I'm going to tell you why in a second. However, if you all don't come get me, I'm going to come get you. Either way, you're not escaping. Just know that before I go in any further. Moving forward, though. I'm going to conquer every church and mosque on this continent. Why? This is for the gangster belief pillar. Don't forget that. This is for the gangster belief pillar. My arm strength. I'm going to conquer every church and mosque on this continent. All of them. If this conviction of mine works, if I can get it off the ground, if I can get whatever kind of push or flow going with it. Why am I going to do this? Let's talk more details about it. I'm going to rename all of them into one specific name. Remember, I'm all about taking everything that the enemy meant for evil and turning it for good. Genesis chapter 50, verse 20. That's what I'm all about. I'm all about taking everything that the enemy meant for evil and turning it for good. Now, I'm going to rename, if this works, I'm going to rename them all to an Alkebulan or African Victory Church. Just wanted to use that name that inspired me the most. It's just going to simply be called AVC. Yeah, I'm going to conquer every church and mosque on this continent and rename them all to AVCs. All of them. How am I going to do this? by way of getting into the minds of the gangsters. Once I get into the minds of the nerd and or geek community, and once I get the racism, feminism, and the LGBTQs out of our way in order to do this properly, those three, I'm going to have them arguing with each other, but they're not going to be going to war. They're just going to be figuring it out together. Then I'm going to step in with my leg strength and get to my arm strength. So my arm strength can then use its hands to overwhelmingly grasp the North American continent, every church and mosque within it, rename them all to Alkebulan Victory Churches or AVCs. I'm going to have my own church within every single neighborhood on this country, or in Canada, or in Mexico, Cuba, Haiti. I look forward to starting in Haiti. I really look forward to starting my churches in Haiti. I really do. Once you all get a chance to see who the Haitian people really are, once they heal, everything you truly honestly believed about this government will collapse. I guarantee it. Once you see who the Haitians really are, just give it time. Wait till you see who they really are. Wait till you see who the Haitians really are. Everything that we've been told about them is a lie. You'll see. Just give it time. Just want to make sure I get these words said out loud. That's all. Just make sure I get a possible blueprint or a roll printed out, said out loud. That's all. This is a possible chance. An idea. Until I can do more, this is just going to be my content for right now. Sharing the idea or the plan or the strategy or the way, John 14:6, that I am going to push in my efforts to uniting every melanated man, woman, and child on this planet. I am not going to stop. As I said, black folks, if you all don't come for me to help me execute my plan, I'm going to come to you and just slap it in your faces. I am going to slap Alkebulan Victory Church and or African Victory Church in your faces all around you night and day. Why am I going to use those names specifically? Remember, I am leading with the indoctrination. I'm leading with the indoctrination to reach out properly. I don't want to call you Africans or Alkebulans. I know where both of those names came from. Both of them. I do. I just want to call you soul people. I really do. That's what I just really want to call you, soul people. Or just the power of God, spirit people, people of the spirit. I'm not going to lose sight of the gangs. Don't worry. This video is all for the gangsters' agendas right here. This is what I'm going to turn every gangster into doing right here, because they're going to end up being defense for this idea. As soon they are. I'm going to convince them. It ain't going to be hard. Just know what to say, you know? Just have a few different words to tell some people other than what up, though. I just say that because that's where I'm from. Or that's just where I grew up. Moving forward, though. Yeah, I'm going to conquer every church and mosque on this continent, the North American continent, and rename them all to African Victory Churches or Alkebulan Victory Churches or AA VCs. And then from there, with my time and stability that I gathered to train and study, meaning I had my time away from stress or working, things of that nature, and I got my foundation, meaning my crib with my library, and I got those 3 books, and I got my little gym equipment in there, and I got my training going, you know what I'm saying? I get my wrestling practice, wrestling. I'm not joking about the wrestling with the tribes thing. That's my torso. I got to get the tribes active in my agenda here. I'm just going to go over there and inspire you all to start a wrestling tournament. I'm just going to do it. Start a revolution. Who cares, right? You know, this is our lives, our reality. We do whatever we want. I'm just going to say it, though, man. Whether y'all want to buy it or not, just going to say it. Watch it or not, just going to post it. Don't matter. Just going to be here. Away. John 14:6. The truth and the life. Moving forward. Gangsters are going to help me protect these churches of mine because, you know, these churches are, due to my time and ability to train and study with the 3 books that I need, the only 3 books, the Bible, the Torah, and the Quran. Once I get those 3 books, I will master them using my style of mastery. Because here's the thing, I'm going to study them as if they're literal, all 3 of them. I'm going to take those 3 books and combine them into one, essentially, all 3 of them. I am going to use them as a weapon. You know what I'm going to do? with these victory churches of mine in every single neighborhood where all the gangsters will be, I am going to get up in their heads with the full truth of who we are and who all we are and who we truly and what we are truly here for, to live in peace, love, unity, and advancement. I will purge love so hard into your world, you will never be able to escape from it again. Give me my family back. Just saying a few words out loud. That's all I'm doing at the end of the day. Don't forget that. This is fun, though. Just talking, random words, saying random things, putting sentences together. I'm pretty good at it. Big imagination, huh? Does it seem like I need help or something? Does it seem like I may need some kind of therapy? Does it? Just curious. I don't. Ain't no shrink gonna help somebody like me. You wanna know what's gonna help somebody like me? Every black man, woman, and child be free. All of you. Not a single one of you out of this equation. Get home. Moving forward, though. Just saying some more stuff to maybe inspire some more things to happen. Oh, yeah. Before I move forward and with more things about the gangs, I just want to say this a little briefly about Russia. I've been saying in some videos more things about Jesus's about Yeshua's let me say skin tone. I don't like using color at all. You are not a color in my eyes. You are an alteration. This is all too simple, but moving forward, they know more than just the skin tone. Don't ever forget that. They know more. Why not put a little bit of pressure on them? Why not put a little bit of pressure on them to reveal some more? Give us some more. You see how many lies they have buried us in. Unbury us. Put some more of the truth out here. You trying to resonate with our hearts with the whole Yeshua is black, your Jesus is black, right? Yahweh Shai, Yahusha, many different names, one method of operation, balance. No matter how many things you call my king, at the end of the day, what he is going to be about is the provision of balance and knowledge. No matter what. This is the kind of message I'm going to be kicking in them churches once I get them all open and run. You want to know what they're ultimately going to do? Unite every country on this continent. Every last person in every country is going to be united within this continent right here, all 23. No, I don't care about no migrant crisis. I see what's going on. I see what they're trying to do to stop it, confuse it all, change up the language barriers and all that things that in nature still can't communicate. Here's the reality. Once this becomes a reality and I get my arm strength to push it more aggressively in, and we cannot be stopped in our process of doing it, I'm going to be having a whole lot of so-called Africans. I can only say so-called because I see you as soul people. I don't see you as a landmass title. I don't care if you take it the wrong way. It's just, I see you as something bigger and better than your landmass titles and country names. I see you as something better than what money can be. I see you as something bigger. I see you as something more grand. I see you as something more holy, more realistic. I see you as more, period. I cannot sit here and keep on calling you Detroit or even your first name like that's just really all that you are. You follow what I'm saying? It is really hard to communicate with any of you while you lack so much of what you are intellectually. You need more. You need more than reparations. You need more than recompense, or you need more than an apology. You need more than... You just need it all. You need what you deserve. The best. Moving forward, though. So I'm gonna get all in the gangsters' heads when I get these churches in their hoods, right? I'm gonna get all up in their heads. They ain't gonna be able to escape because I know they are who they are. Soul people, everybody is. Everybody's a soul person, no matter where you're from. I can easily get in your head with this type of message. It ain't gonna be hard. I just needed like a couple of seconds to talk to you. That's it. And you're gonna end up siding with me, not with the government. I am a whole side. You're gonna pick me. Like I said, you're either gonna come get me or I'm gonna come get you. Either way it goes, this is going to happen. I'm not letting this up because I know where it's gonna take us. Global soul freedom. I don't like to use the dumb after I heard my brother when I was doing the TikTok videos. I was swiping through. He's some Rasta brother. I can't wait. I look forward to meeting you in person one day. I look forward to meeting you all in person. I'm gonna meet all of you eventually. I am. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I want out. Just saying some things out loud too. At the end of the day, that's really what I'm doing here. No, we know what I'm doing. Moving forward though, soul liberation, global soul liberation is the primary agenda here. Because global soul liberation in reality can be labeled and described as global child manumission. Yes, I wanted to, the country name. Oh, the country name has slipped my mind, but they just rescued 270 children that were being held hostage. Oh, the country name. I'm going to find it and make it as short later on. Moving forward, though, I'm going to stick to the process, to the point of this video, the gangsters. I'm going to convince you all to be a soul tribe brotherhood, long story short. I'm going to convince you all to be a soul tribe brotherhood. Now, here's the next step, though. Once we conquer North America's churches and mosques, I'm going to be using words like conquer. I don't care how scared you get of it. You're not going to be afraid of me. You're not. How about you listen to all the other words I'm saying versus the words in these moments here you hear? You're always so isolated on the moments. Why not look at the expansion, the horizon of it, right? Come out of the right now a little bit. You're in your moment right now. It's your right now moments. All you see is in the right now moments. Yeah, I know. I know. Have you any idea how much I actually love and care for you? It's called empathy, you know? Not sympathy. Nah, no more sympathy. No more sympathy at all. We focus on having empathy maximum only for everyone else outside of we. Empathy for everyone outside of we only. Respect only for what's internal. Trust only for what's internal. For what's external, nothing else but empathy. I get where you're coming from, but I got to focus on this. No, this is not separation or not isolation. It's more so of let's focus on stopping the problem so we can all go home and be free. Here's the next step after North America's conquer. I'm going after South America. Yeah, one continent at a time, step by step. That's what this conviction has been built for. I want all the way out, absolute freedom. I'm just going to post it online, say some things. Yeah, with this conviction, I'm targeting North America and South America first within the next 2 years. I'm gonna be targeting both of you. Only North America and South America for right now. Africa, I would love to do more things or say more things to target that country, but I'm only going to be going after North America and South America for right now so I can give them aid. And then we can finally get to that MLK March X 1000 in order to complete the task known as the Ephesians 6:11 or ES11 armor. Just saying some things out loud. Are these words cool? Do these words sound cool to you guys? You know? Yeah, MLK March X 1000. MLK March X 1000. MLK March X 1000. Why am I saying MLK March X 1000? Do the math. Think about how many of we there are, you know? All melanated. Only we, only black folks. I need to mention that name that I learned just recently from, I believe it was the Indonesian way to say those with the skin tone, a full shade or two darker than the white man's, or the full shade or two darker than the body of the enemies, not the white man. I don't like to consider them white man. I don't like to consider them white people. They're genetically modified soul people. We are original soul people. Indonesians or Indians will be considered the aboriginal soul people. You're still soul people nonetheless. They'll teach you more about the soul than anyone. Sanskrit. Look it up. Disc or wheel. Everything about God, the true God, is foundational. Everything about the literal God is spiritual in foundation. Everything about the literal God's power is spiritual in foundation. Everything is. Notice how the planets look. Notice how the chakra balls look. Notice how they all look. Notice how the thing that's playing God likes to do the opposite or give us the opposite of all of it. Notice those things. Notice them all. Know thy enemy and know thyself. Have proper legs to stand on in order to squat these negative spirits out of our reality or out of our heaven, out of our internal heaven. Squat these negative spirits out of our internal heaven. Just get underneath them and just get them out. Using what I got to just say something, say things, to get a message across. Be better. Long story short. But yeah, we're going to conquer every church and mosque on this continent and turn them all to African victory churches or Alkebulan victory churches so you can be surrounded by the message of victory night and day. You won't be able to escape from it at all. Ever again. Overwhelming amounts of purge of love into your world, and I will not stop until it's all the way in there, until you're all the way free. You have to be all the way free, nothing different. You have to be your absolute best and nothing less. I will not beless you, I will belift you. After North America's churches and mosques have been all changed into African or Alkebulan victory churches, we moved to South America, Brazil. Turn all of those churches and mosques into victory churches, African Alkebulan victory churches. I get the name Victory Church or Victory from a very, very solid church. I'm just going to take it and apply it to my ideas. Do something about it. Nowhere to aim. Moving forward, though. Yeah, I'm going to just take it and apply it to my idea. That's what I'm going to do. I love that name. Don't ever get rid of it so they can know where I'm getting it from. Connect the dots. All about connecting the dots, making us stronger, making us expand wider, you know. You can all steal this idea if you want to. Just make sure it happens, you know. Just make sure it works. Don't let it do anything different. Don't let it be something foul. Don't let it be anything immoral or unethical. Just make it work. This is for all of us. This is for everyone. Let's be our best. Let's be a family again. Let's be a soul tribe. Wahaha. I don't smile much, do I? Or laugh much in these. Well, primarily because even though I'm just saying random words and sequences, I'm very serious as I'm saying them, or I have a very serious purpose for saying them. It's just I don't know how else to really get this overall message to you. I just know that figure out a way to say it. If I began wrestling, or if the idea of me going overseas to wrestle with the tribes, just getting them all, convincing them all to set up a tournament or something like that, let's wrestle for peace. Let's just do it. Get all the eyes of the world on us. That'll be a sloppy way for us to unite within 2 years. But hey, here's the thing. We're all connected again because we're just watching a purpose go down. So I just want to get that time and stability to train and study. I want to master them 3 books, man. I should have been had all this stuff, but hey, everything that I need to get started, that is exactly what the world is preventing me from having. So how is any of this I'm saying going to work at all? Who knows, man? Why not just say it anyways? Maybe some real good people out there that are either going to come get me or I'm going to come get them. Either way it goes, I'm real. I just want to see if it can work. So I designed it all and wrote it all out. You know what I'm saying? Nobody cares, I know. And so now I just want to talk about it a little bit. This is the strategy I came up with as to how we can reach soul freedom, soul liberation, soul sovereignty, soul coexistence, soulful principles, soulful standards, soulful tranquility, soulful balance, soul theocracy, soul speed, soul first, soul tribe. Bwahaha. Oh, wait, I meant to say it like this. The last 12th soul tribe word, or the last 12th soul word I want to use in a sentence. My soul tribe is going to take over your world. Bwahaha. That's my villain laugh. I'm working on it. I'm working on a villain laugh. Yeah, I'm the world's villain. I am, unfortunately. Do you hear how I'm talking? Do you hear these beliefs here, man? If I start getting angry with this message or start trying to push it more aggressively, ooh boy. No, I don't look to be no celebrity. I don't want to be no celebrity. You know some things that I want? Here, I'm going to say them to close out this video. It ain't about a competition with me. It's about the awareness and knowledge of what needs to be stopped. I don't desire to be your king or your leader. I only desire to defend and protect you from the evils of this world because they are very real and they will not stop attacking you or me. I want out of it. Therefore, you better love your neighbor as you love yourself. You better defend your neighbor as you defend yourself. Just don't defend the wrong people. Defend the best people once they become the best. Because right now, they garbage, I know. Need some work. As one thinketh in his heart, so shall he be, though, right? Yeah, okay, so let's fix the non-physical visceral. Let's fix all the non-physical visceral so you can have something to think of that'll be better for you. And then once it gets in your heart, you shall just be better. And then once you are all better, you're going to enjoy defending each other. No, you will. Just logical. Just logic. Be lifted in the spirit and walk good forever. Peace, love, unity, and advancement to you all, my family. You gangs are going to unite. Become a family again.